Thank you so much for having Marco and I here today to share our proposal with you about how to increase your foot traffic. We know a lot about you, and we wanted to start off sharing a little bit more about us and about our history in the industry. First and foremost, Marco and I have spent about 15 years in the fine dining food critic area, exclusively writing for the Restaurant Business magazine. We've had about 25 years of transforming global restaurants into power brands. And on average, our customers within 1 year post-launch see about 7 times the average revenue. And so to say that fine dining branding is our passion is to say the least. Now we'd like to talk about Holt's current state. In this picture here on the screen, this is you. You probably recognize the four-way intersection. But as Marco and I were doing some field studies, we take in everything: location, how well is your brand known? And so we conducted a brand study in the area and asked about 100 local folks how well they knew you, or if they knew you at all. And about 7 out of those 100 knew your name. And so to us, that kind of, gave us an idea of, okay, maybe here are some areas we need to work. In addition to other areas that Marco and I took into consideration, such as experiences with your staff, ordering different food menu items over the 5 times we ate at your restaurant over the last couple of weeks. The next phase we want to talk about here is a little bit about the education side of what Marco and I look at as the framework into understanding what are those key success factors that paints that bigger, wholesome picture that brings together that customer experience. And so there are 5 areas, and this first image here on the screen is how they are weighted against each other. And I'll get to in a minute what they specifically are. But as you can see, I just want to mention that there's one that is significantly more important than the others. And what is that one? Number 1, 40%, food quality, taste, and presentation. And we feel you guys do an exceptional job with this, so that's wonderful. Next, memorable environment. And we'll get into these next ones throughout the rest of the presentation. 15% flawless staff execution, 15% social media web presence, and 10% unique identity. So together, these 5 areas complete that framework and is what really brings the customer in and keeps them coming back. So with all that said, Marco and I have put together rebranding focuses that we think are most essential to get you to that more wholesome framework. Number 1 being memorable environment. Number 2, flawless staff execution. And number 3, social media and web presence. And Marco is going to talk a little more in depth about each of these. Go ahead, Marco.
Thank you, Jessica. So we're going to talk about memorable environments and how can we make it better. The proposal 1, creating a memorable environment. We have the chance to drive to the restaurant. This is the entrance of the restaurant. We see a lot of opportunities here. We saw the need to create an attention-drawing exterior, and the areas of opportunity that we focused was these by replacing this type of furniture and creating more like a romantic and intimate environment will help bring more transit to your restaurant. In addition to the use of technology by using an illuminating logo and some type of entertainment in this wall to entertain customers coming into the restaurant. Furthermore, changing the colors of the restaurant by putting a new color palette will allow us to have more personality and draw more attention from drivers and potential new customers. Our proposal 2 was to create a faultless staff execution. We went with Jessica to have multiple times a dinner, and we noticed that there was some inconsistency. So bringing some type of professional trainer from the Butler Training Institute will allow us to create more consistency on the way they serve food, they pour drinks, and they treat guests. A wow factor will be create a decanter show. The decanter show pretty much will be utilized for old wines, and this will help us to generate more revenue and increase customer service. In our proposal 3, will be social media and web presence. We know that 95% of successful fine dining restaurants have have a place or are present in social media. And we noticed that having a new website, being able to do business to business, business to customers through the media, through the internet, can increase not only local customers, but customers from other places as well. Altogether, these are the opportunities for the restaurant to increase the food traffic and increase more customers. So we know that memorable environment follows staff execution, and social media and web presence is necessary. The timeline of investment, we're talking about 3 months to relaunch, taking in consideration that we're going to remain open in selected days, such as weekends. The initial investment for this project is about $100,000. This includes our services. What you gain from this is that once the relaunch starts, we guarantee you 2 times the revenue the first month. I'm going to go ahead and pass to Jessica. She's going to talk about why us. Go ahead, Jessica.
Thank you, Marco. So as you can see, our passion is definitely the fine dining food industry, and we'd be honored to be partners with you. And so just a couple more things around why perhaps you would pick us as your partner. First and foremost, our customers really love us. You know, you can see here we have an outstanding reviews by over 2,000 customers. And in addition, another metric that we're extremely proud of is that we have helped achieve or influence 33 Michelin stars over our time in the business. And so you already have a Michelin star chef, and we're very excited to help you get to that 2nd star after we help you increase foot traffic. And so thank you again for your consideration of partnering with Marco and I. And we really appreciate your time today. Thank you so much.